Have you ever trusted someone so much that you never question them? What if the person you trusted the most was the one who destroyed your life? And what would you do if 6 months later you found out the truth? Because when I found out, everything changed. My name is Elena Voss. I'm 35 years old, and 6 months ago, my husband disappeared in the middle of the night. No goodbye, no explanation. Just divorce papers, signed and left behind like I meant nothing. People think money solves everything. It doesn't. Sometimes it hides the truth so well, you don't even realize you're being lied to. I was born into power. My father built one of the largest real estate empires in the country. By the time I turned 30, I was already leading major projects, closing deals worth millions, making headlines. Magazines called me unstoppable. But none of that mattered to me, because the only thing I truly cared about was my family. And then there was Daniel, my husband, the complete opposite of everything I grew up around. He wasn't rich, he didn't come from influence or legacy. The first time my father met him, he didn't even try to hide his disappointment. Later that night, he told me quietly, "Men like him don't belong in our world." But Daniel never cared about any of that. He was calm, kind, real. The kind of man who fixed broken things himself instead of replacing them. The kind who remembered small details, the way I liked my coffee, the songs our daughter loved, the little things that actually matter. We had been married for 7 years. Our daughter Emma had just turned 5. To the outside world, we looked perfect. But inside my father's mansion, there was always tension. Let me ask you something. How long can love survive when it's constantly being judged? My father never accepted Daniel. He didn't insult him directly. He didn't need to. His silence said enough. Every dinner felt like a quiet war. One night, after Daniel left the table to put Emma to bed, my father leaned toward me. "You still have time to fix this mistake." I froze. "This marriage," he said calmly, "you should marry someone who strengthens our empire." I stared at him. "I'm already married. You can change that." Those words didn't sound like a suggestion. They sounded like a plan. "I love him," I said. My father leaned back. "Love doesn't build empires." I should have seen it coming, but I didn't, because I never believed he would go that far. Then came that night, the night everything ended. It was raining. I came home late from work. The house was too quiet. No laughter, no footsteps, no Emma running toward me. "Daniel," I called out. Nothing. Then I saw it, a white envelope on the table. My name on it. My hands felt cold as I opened it. Divorce papers, signed. My heart started racing. This didn't make sense. This wasn't him. I searched the house. Closets empty, his phone off, and Emma was gone. That moment, I stopped breathing. I called him again and again. Nothing. I called his friends. No one knew anything. By morning, my father arrived. He walked in, looked at the papers, and sighed. "So he finally did it." I looked at him. "What do you mean?" He left. His voice was calm. Too calm. "He took Emma," I whispered. "He'll bring her back," my father said dismissively. Then he picked up the papers. "You should sign these." Something inside me snapped. "No. He already left you." "Then I'll find him." My father laughed. "You're a billionaire, and you want to chase a man who ran away? But here's the truth. I never believed Daniel left me. Not like that. Not without a reason. So I refused to sign. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. 6 months of silence. Until the day everything changed. It was supposed to be a normal site visit. One of our biggest construction projects. Millions invested. Deadlines, meetings, inspections. But my mind wasn't there. A part of me was still searching. Always searching. Then suddenly, I saw him, across the site. Covered in dust. Carrying cement. Wearing worn-out clothes. Daniel. My heart stopped. Have you ever seen someone you love in a place they should never be? I didn't think. I just moved. Faster. Closer. He turned. Our eyes met. The cement bag fell from his shoulder. And before I could stop myself, I slapped him. The sound echoed. Everyone froze. "Why?" I shouted. "Why did you do this? You disappeared. You took our daughter. You left papers," like I meant nothing. 6 months of pain exploded in seconds. He didn't react. He just looked at me, tired, broken. Finally, he spoke. "You shouldn't have found me." Those words hurt more than anything. "What does that mean?" I demanded. He glanced around. "Not here. Here." He took a deep breath, then said something that changed everything. "Your father came to see me the night before I left." I froze. He wasn't alone. A cold feeling spread through me. He brought 2 men. My heart started racing. "He gave me a choice," Daniel said quietly. "Disappear or lose everything." "What are you saying?" I whispered. His voice broke slightly. He said if I didn't leave, our daughter wouldn't live to see another birthday. Everything went silent. I couldn't process it. "He called me a stain," Daniel continued. "He said I was destroying your family's image." My chest tightened. "He told me to sign the papers and leave. And if you didn't, Emma would disappear." That moment, everything shattered. He didn't leave me. He was forced to. I felt my legs weaken. "I thought you stopped loving me," I whispered. He shook his head immediately. "Never. I left to protect you." Tears filled my eyes. "Where is she?" "Safe," he said softly. "With my sister." Relief hit me so hard I almost collapsed. But then something else rose inside me. Something stronger than pain. "Me ask you something. What would you do if the person who raised you was the one who destroyed your life?" Because in that moment, I made a decision. That same night, I stopped being silent. A week later, my father hosted a grand gathering. Business partners, family, powerful people, and the man he wanted me to marry. Everything was perfect, just the way he liked it. Until I walked in. He smiled. "Good to see you've accepted reality." I didn't smile back. "I have something to say," I said. The room went quiet. For 6 months, I believed my husband abandoned me. People shifted. My father told me he left for money. My father stepped closer. "That's enough." But I didn't stop. He called him a beggar. Silence deepened. "Do you know what really happened?" I turned to him. "You threatened him." Gasps filled the room. "You told him to disappear, or you would take his daughter." His face turned pale. "That's a lie." But no one believed him. "The man you called worthless spent 6 months hiding and working just to protect his family." The truth hung heavy in the air. "You didn't protect me," I said. "You controlled me." He gave me. Placed it on the table. "You can keep your empire." Silence. Shock. Disbelief. "I choose my family." I turned. My father's voice followed me. "If you leave now, don't come back." I didn't stop. Because for the first time in my life, I wasn't afraid of losing him. Outside, Daniel was waiting. He looked unsure. I stopped in front of him. "Are you ready to go home?" "Home?" he asked. I smiled. "Wherever we go, together." He didn't hesitate this time, and we left. Not the money, not the power. We left the lie. Because in the end, the man my father called nothing was the only one who never let me fall. So tell me, if you were in my place, would you choose power or the person who truly loves you? And where are you watching from right now?